Hey guys, we're back in the shop with our brand new project. It's the 1951 Pontiac Chieftain. It's got the Pontiac 8, it's a straight 8. This is the one that we moved this no-go out for. We were kind of in a hurry to get this in here. As far as we know, it hasn't ran in 30 plus years. The previous owner, he owned a plow land for 30 years and it's sat there ever since. The last registration we were able to get for it, it was last registered in 1961. So as far as we know, it hasn't ran since. Today, we're going to hopefully get it started. We don't know anything about the engine. We haven't done anything to it. It's a brand new project. We haven't. All we did was load up on the trailer and throw it in the garage. So it's as new as it gets. So yeah, let's get started. All right, this is the Pontiac Straight 8. It's the original engine. As you can see, it looks fairly complete. We got the oil bath filter on it. Got the oil. This is where the battery's supposed to sit.
It's a 6-volt system.
Yeah, it's still the 6-volt. The generator's right here. I don't know what this is for. Assuming to maybe hold the battery down or something. Our battery doesn't look like that. Dipstick is right here. It's dark, slightly milky.
You gonna taste it? Where's that rag at?
Oh, my back pocket. Yeah. It's yeah.
It actually doesn't look too bad.
I mean, it's really dirty.
Yeah, it's super dirty, but I thought it'd be milky.
It's not. Yeah, it's not as milky as I thought it would be. But
put it back in there.
yeah, we got oil to put in it. Brand new stuff. We got brand new spark plugs. Distributor caps.
Do we have a coil?
No, we don't have a coil.
Right.
We can. I mean, if we had to, we can salvage a coil from one of the other projects. But I wanted to see how this one would fire up first. But we do have new distributor cap and all new cables and stuff like that. And new battery cables. Looks like this one's been chewed on a little bit. Yeah, so this is the heater. What was it called? The heater vent or something.
It has like a bellows in it to pump air. This right here is actually a tube, and there's an intake actually right back in there for fresh air that goes through this tube into the bellows for the heater. There's actually some radiators under the seats for like heat warmers, which is interesting. So.
Oh, there's the data plate over there.
Can't really see it. It's a little dark, but we'll get a shot of that later.
But yeah, it's a complete engine, so hopefully it fires up relatively easy as long as the coil is fine.
You want to rotate it by hand?
Yeah. And I'm sure the distributor is going to be kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, as you can see,
It's a little hard to see, but it rotates.
Trust us, it rotates.
Right, so
But yeah.
we'll probably just switch to a time lapse, and we'll probably update you guys as we go along. So
Let's get started.
yeah. Alright, so we disconnected the horn. I think the horn inside the cab, the horn button, might be stuck or something, because as you saw, the horn was going off every time we connected the battery. So disconnected the horn. We put a new negative cable to the starter, and then the positive to ground, obviously, because it's a 6-volt system. We got a ground strap for the positive, and for some reason it wasn't working. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe not a good ground or whatever. So we put the old one back on, and it seems to work just fine. And so when I do this, it starts to turn over. So now all we have to do is see if we have a spark.
Well, unfortunately our 6-volt battery died and we don't have a charger for it. However, we do have a friend that does. He's a little busy at the moment, so we just have to keep a little busy until keep ourselves busy until he can get that to us. I think we're going to check out the carburetor, and then we have new wheels and tires for the car. I think we might put those on too. In the meantime, it should only be about an hour and a half or so, and then we'll be back on the engine. Hey guys, so we've been working on this Pontiac straight 8 for a couple days now. It turns over just fine. but we have not been able to get it to fire off.
We get fuel and spark and everything, and we adjusted the timing, so all that's good. So we took the head off, and it turns out some of the valves were stuck. Actually, about half the valves were stuck.
So, but yeah, they seem to be working just fine. I'll show you real quick. So they seem to be turning just fine now. Just so you guys are aware, we put a new starter on it, have new coil, we changed the points, all new spark plugs, new spark plug wires, was a new battery, but our charger kind of screwed that up. The car works just fine. There's some gaskets in there that leaks, but it does its job. It sprays fuel and gets into the intake. So right now, we cleaned up the heads and some of the valves the best we could. We're going to put the head back on, and hopefully we can try to get some fire out of this. So, see what we can do.
So we actually got the car to fire. It turns out, so the valves were stuck, about half the valves were stuck. So we took the head off, cleaned up the valves, and we got them all to open and close as they should. Next issue we had was so as far as I understand, most 6-volt systems are positive grounds. It turns out the Pontiac is actually negative ground and positive to starter, and it wasn't starting, so we switched it and it actually fires. So the next issue is the ignition switch doesn't work, and we were starting it with just a push button, but with just a push button, if we push it, the starter will still stay engaged, and it'll just grind up the starter. And so what I did was hook up the coil to a switch so we can turn the coil on and off, and the push button is just to activate the starter. So if I switch this on, like so, and it should fire. Spray some fuel in there. I'm gonna put this up here. Choke it. Just leave it open. Well, it was starting. Switching this. spraying some fuel in there because a lot of it's leaking out right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, try that. Alright, well, there it is. It started. So we obviously need to work on fuel delivery. Carburetor works kind of. And obviously we disconnected the radiator hoses. So we need to work on that a little bit. But it started.